I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter.
I'm Boss.
Welcome to our discussion of Better Call Saul.
Episode 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Dexter, you were saying?
Oh, I started watching the new Mystery Science Theater on Netflix.
How you liking it?
I like it.
I like
it's
it a lot.
good. Yeah. I watched the first episode, the Reptilicus episode. I thought it was really, really funny. I like the new, was it Jonah? I like Jonah and the new voices for the robots for Crow and Tom Servo. I really like the guy to Servo. Servo makes me laugh.
You like him? The complaint was that Jonah and Servo kind of sound the same. So they couldn't tell who was talking in the theater, Tom Servo or Jonah.
I didn't have trouble with that. What I did have a problem with, and not a problem really, but I found that sometimes the jokes come so fast.
Yeah, that was
just
the other
like
complaint.
one after another after another. There's like no pause between anything.
Yeah.
And it's easy to miss something, and then all of a sudden there's just like silence.
Did you see the second one, Cry Wilderness?
I started watching it. It's
Boss,
really
you were watching
funny.
some of that? The Bigfoot?
I saw some of the Bigfoot, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's amazing so
The
far.
characters are hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good. I've only seen 6 episodes. I got up to Star Crash, which is
Sounds awesome already.
an Italian Star Wars ripoff. Came out in 1978.
Oh my God.
Year after Star Wars. David Hasselhoff is in it.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's good. What's amazing is like these are movies that are like, I can't believe I never heard of this. This is so bizarre. Cry
Are
Wilderness?
they all dubbed? Because so far everything is like there's some kind of dub. Well, the first one I think is a Danish movie or something.
Now, who are the Danes? Denmark?
They're from Denmark,
The Dutch are?
from Holland or the Netherlands.
Okay.
Who are the Dutch? Welcome to geography. Boss doesn't know at all.
No, they're all Vikings.
They're all Vikings.
Nordic.
I thought that was Iceland. No.
No, they're all Vikings.
Now
You
they're
heard
totally
Denmark,
Vikings.
Sweden, Norway, Finland, Iceland, Greenland, all Vikings.
We just
Greenland.
lost all those viewers.
Canada,
They're not all
Vikings.
South
I
Africa.
thought all those people were Vikings.
Whoa. This guy's throwing the V word around like that is their word.
I thought isn't part of Ireland? Didn't Vikings
Probably.
land on part of Ireland?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Now they did.
Yeah. Nebraska.
Because this is the internet. And the internet doesn't lie.
We are the internet. Oh yeah, look up some Viking territory here.
Not a decent picture. That's not
I think I was right.
JPEG the fuck. Any Vikings listening, where are your territories?
Please feel free to call in. The
How
lines
far
are open.
did your hordes conquer?
They went far, dude.
Yeah, I think they were here in the Americas before anyone. Leif Erikson, I believe, right?
Didn't the Chinese also? The Chinese didn't they find like anchors of like ancient Chinese junk ships off the coast of California, and it was like way before, like the European explorers and stuff like that. But then one of the dynasties, like a new dynasty, took over, and the new emperor like called all the ships in and burnt them all, and then they began to close themselves off, something like that, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cool.
I think there's like ancient maps where they did world map compiled from 1513 military. And, I think they did find an old Chinese map that kind of showed like parts of America, and
Yeah,
and
like
then
if
another
they didn't
map that
do
showed
that,
Antarctica.
they would have been
Yeah.
all over the place way before the Europeans.
Just going out in like little boats. I don't know.
We'd all be Chinese right now.
The world's a crazy place with lots of boats. And
Oh,
they go
yeah.
places.
Would you ever go now imagine you're
Chinese?
like, it's like 1800, right? And imagine you're Chinese, okay?
Okay, got it.
Do your finest, most racist Chinese impersonation.
Let's go.
No, imagine, you're an Englishman or something, right? It's 1800. You go out on a boat,
Hello?
right?
It's 1800.
I'm Chinese, I is.
Would you go out on a rickety wooden ship out into the sea? You can't see land.
The rickety.
You have nothing but the stars to show you where you might be on the Earth. Would you do
star.
that? Also, not
No,
only
it's the
that,
Irish.
you're sitting. It's filled with gunpowder, so you're on like a floating
That's
keg
actually
of dynamite.
that's the theory behind a lot of ghost ships. Is that they were carrying either rum or something very combustible, and this tiny fire starts. Everyone panics, jumps ship, but it doesn't explode, so it just drifts away. And then other sailors see it,
Oh.
and they board it, and like, where is everybody? No one's here.
Oh, that's cool.
That's happened a
Meanwhile,
few
the
times.
sharks are full.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stuffed. Couldn't have another bite. I don't know. I couldn't go out. I don't know what I would do if I had to be sent out on one of those ships. I won't even go on a luxury cruise. So
You can do that
Oh,
today
God,
because
no way.
they're just floating hotels.
I never
You don't even
yeah, I
feel
know
it.
until the power goes out and the toilet stops working.
Actually, I don't
Got
think.
the ocean there.
No, my brother and his girlfriend
the
went on a
world's
cruise, and
biggest
the
toilet
last
at your
2 days.
disposal.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but you're on there with
I
like.
said you got the ocean there. You got the world's biggest toilet. at
Yeah,
your
but you're there with
disposal.
like 2,000 other people that all also have to use the toilet. You can't have 2,000 asses hanging over the
don't
side.
care. You don't
Plus,
want
what
things
about the
going
people
on.
on the top deck?
That's
Shitting
why. That's
down
why I get.
below.
That's why I get the balcony.
Why aren't you shitting from the
That's why you
top
get the
deck?
balcony. It's like a private bathroom in your room.
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Sure, it
The
does.
toilet
Gravity.
doesn't work. Oh, you mean the balcony?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought
yeah,
the
but
toilet
I'm
would
down
work.
there because I can't afford the top deck. I can't afford the balcony.
The way the toilet works, though, it's not like our toilets. When you press the thing, it goes like. It's like this huge
Yeah, I know,
suction
but that's
thing.
the thing happened. My brother went on a cruise with his girlfriend. The last 2 days, the toilet stopped working. No toilet.
all
Where?
over the ship.
Yeah, they didn't have
What
toilets.
cruise line?
Wow.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Destroy him.
It's got a.
Or it was the last day. I'm telling you, at some point, he told me, and trust me, he's nuts. He's like a
poops, huh?
hypochondriac.
Poops
But
a lot?
another reason I didn't understand why he's going on a cruise. Somebody gets a cold, it turns into like some fucking blood infection
guarantee-
and spreads throughout the entire.
I-
Never.
I guarantee it wasn't Celebrity. That's all I'll say. Celebrity,
Celebrity-
to me, is the best.
By the way,
probably
this episode
Norwegian,
is brought to you by Celebrity Cruises.
Yay!
Don't cruise.
Yeah. Join the A
I
list.
couldn't think of anything.
Don't cruise.
Celebrity calls us. Don't cruise.
All right.
Ring.
Now, Terry,
go.
remember,
Don't cruise.
this
Celebrity.
This ad is going out live, okay? So remember, the ad is don't cruise if it's not Celebrity Cruise, okay? Now remember, don't flub the line, and you're live. 3, 2, 1.
Don't cruise.
Don't cruise unless it's Celebrity.
Cancel.
No! I'm gonna kill you!
That was good training for when we do our 4-hour morning radio show on Twitch. Cancel.
It's like the American Hoppers commercial again.
American Hoppers. That was the one with the brothers, like the
Well, I couldn't say the
American
lines.
Choppers. Oh, yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Better Call Saul.
better.
These 2 episodes were called Sunk Costs, which I have on now.
I was bragging.
We just
Yeah.
watched Sabrosito, which was the 4th episode, but I just put this one on so that I didn't really remember too
Yeah,
much.
because we just watched 4. It's a little fresher. I couldn't remember. But Jimmy, that's right. Jimmy got screwed over
Yep.
by
Chuck.
By Chuck. I was going to say by Saul.
Saul
Doesn't make
got screwed
any
by
sense.
Saul.
Imagine the twist is you find out they're actually 2 different people, or they had a third brother.
That's when I stopped.
Jimmy's
That's-
twin
that's a
brother, Saul.
Stupid twist.
Jami. Not Saul. Jami. Jimmy. Jami. Or is it Jambi?
Ooh.
And he goes on to have an illustrious career as a head in a box.
I wish I got
Telling
that
fortunes and living the life.
reference. Oh, Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
The Popo common Saul goes to jail. You guys think he's
Spends
Book
a-
'em.
spends a
Book
night
'em,
in the
Rocco.
pokey.
He's definitely been to jail before, right?
Yeah. Remember early on, I think season 1, and Chuck was going to bail him out. What was the thing? He slept with a girl who was 16 or going. What was that?
Oh, man, I don't remember.
As Slippin' Jimmy, he must have been in jail a lot.
Yeah, he was in trouble as Slippin' Jimmy. Slippin' Jimmy.
So he must have like a huge record. Does that matter at all when you're
It's
going
called
to law
a
school?
rap sheet, okay?
I think as long as you pay off your debts to society, you're good. You don't want any outstanding debts to society. How do you? Did you notice how his shoe buckle things kind of look like handcuffs?
Oh,
interesting.
No, I didn't, but until now. Thank
Couldn't
you.
stop looking at his feet. I was like, they give you these interesting looking slippers.
Yeah, they do.
I thought they gave
kinda
you
cozy.
just like slip-on shoes. But it's slippers. That's interesting. Now,
Well, you
why slippers? Your feet are gonna get cold.
Can't be walking around bare feet.
There's a lot of air conditioning, and they got it. They're in the desert. That's another thing. When you see in the 4th episode, Chuck is wearing a thick cardigan sweater on top of what I believe is a button-down dress shirt. I don't know how he's not sweltering.
Well,
he
I
doesn't
bet-
have air conditioning. He's got gas lamps burning, and he's in fucking New Mexico.
Oh, it gets cold at night.
Yeah, but it was the middle of the day. That was
That's
when
true, it does
Mike-
get
when
cold at
Mike
night in the
shows up.
desert.
Yeah.
When I'm playing
Maybe it was
Zelda,
a total eclipse. Wait.
Of the heart?
No, never mind. It doesn't make any sense.
don't cruise. Oh, we get
Anyway.
this smarmy lawyer. His Buckaroo friend. Remember this guy?
Yeah, Buckaroo. Oh, wait, but isn't there some fucking asshole Buckaroo?
It was a guy who
Kiddo.
was kind of like jealous of him when he was going to H&H or H&M.
Yeah, he's
HHM.
constantly bringing up, did they let you keep the car? The
Yeah.
German car? He's got a bad haircut as well.
He does.
A lot of montages in this episode. Did you notice that?
Oh, I love the Kim montage.
There was that one. That one was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was
yeah.
great.
There's
Who knew getting up in the morning was so interesting?
Well, if
Well,
you're
if you
watching
fa-
Kim shower and
Yeah.
get dressed, I
Why
guess
is this
if you're
so
into
interesting
that kind
to
of
me?
thing, I don't understand.
if you fast cut it, everybody's morning could be interesting.
And with a sweet drum solo, you should set your alarm to wake up so that an intense drum solo plays every time.
Did we see the secret of her hair? I forget.
After
Just
she
blow
showed,
dryer,
just blow
I
drying
think.
it,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Simple.
naturally bouncy like
It's
that.
always the simple steps.
A good conditioner. That's what I've
Pantene
learned.
Pro V.
Yeah.
So healthy it shines.
Now remember, the line is so healthy it shines. Okay, we're going live. Be healthy.
It bounces.
So the big thing here is Gus and Fring, they meet, and basically Fring gives Gus this little mission to do, where he goes to this one part of the highway, very isolated.
Wait, what? Gus and Fring?
Gus and Mike, I'm sorry.
Oh.
So, hey, look, man,
Wait, hold on. What did I miss here? Right.
I got bad allergies, my head's in a
Gustavo
fog.
Fring, right.
Yeah, he's like, what's your beef with Salamanca, huh?
Yeah, don't you know it's pollo, not beef? Get it? Get it? You fucking get it?
This is,
I get that was a
Chicken
good one.
Town.
Yeah. Welcome to Chicken Town.
So we get to see one ancillary character, the doctor that Fring has.
Oh,
for
yes,
Breaking
that's
Bad.
right.
He's at a free clinic there.
Now, that's the guy when Mike gets shot, right?
Mike
Like
gets
Breaking
shot,
Bad?
and
I
Fring
don't think so.
gets the poison when he kills everybody. Don
That's
Eliazo.
right. They go and they yeah, right. They go to that doctor, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the one who pays my bills. I hand out free healthcare to everyone. I can't take it anymore. You see him there, and then Mike goes to visit him to pick up, I think, cocaine, right?
Some
White
drug
powder?
of some kind.
Goes to
A
the
powder
toilet,
drug.
Does another montage of him throwing the shoes. That
Man,
was
you
great.
know what was funny? I was like, all right, here we go. He's setting up the shoes. He's packing the powder into these new kicks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Mike would call them, I think. Right? You got any new kicks? I want Air Jordans. What happened to the shoes that have the pump on the top? You remember that?
I don't know. When I
What
went to the
did that
mall,
Trump was
even
elected.
do?
fucking
I threw
Trump.
away with the shoe that has the pump.
Oh, I wanted to start with the comments.
Well, we'll get to it in a second. But I was waiting for like 20 minutes. Let me finish this thought, and then we'll do it.
Sure.
But I was waiting for 20 minutes of Mike trying to throw shoes to hang him on the wire. He
Yeah,
just
I'd like
kept
to see-
missing and missing. They cut to another scene. When they come back to Mike, he's like, oh,
His shirt is
sweaty
ripped.
and burned.
His pants are around his ankles. His face is beat red.
shuffling
He's
around.
breaking out. He's been stung by bees. I would love to see the script to see if they wrote that he tries to do it multiple times, or if they just went there and
A
see.
crowd is gathering around him. They're just
Yeah.
watching to see if he
Or
finally
they just took
makes
the
it,
actor and said,
taking
"Hey, yeah,
bets.
try it. If you get on the first try, it'll be there. Let's see."
It was like they were hoping for another pizza on the roof moment.
Oh yeah, can't replicate that. I've tried.
Perfect. It was
Oh, I've tried.
Oh,
So much
man.
money wasted on pizzas.
Oh my god, that may be the greatest scene in Breaking Bad, or certainly one of the greatest accomplishments of that series. Anyway,
And what's funny is like when that happened, everyone's like, "Hey, I don't understand. How come the pizza isn't sliced?" And then Vince Gilligan was like, "Fuck!" And then later on, when Jesse's throwing his wild party, they have a guy explaining like, "Yo, how come the pizza is not sliced?" "No, man, because it's efficient, and then you cut it yourself." It was funny.
hey yo,
Bitch.
I wonder if Jesse will show up at all.
I don't think so.
No.
Paul, what's
Oh,
his
I
name?
think
Aaron
so.
Paul.
Aaron Paul. We were talking before when in the fourth episode when Mike shows up. Kim has been calling door repairmen or handymen,
Maintenance men,
in the yellow pages, trying to find who's going to be repairing Chuck's door, and she does. And then they send Mike. They cancel the appointment, send Mike there so he can pretend to be the handyman and get some information from Chuck, sneak some photos and all that stuff. And I completely forgot.
Well, I thought what was going to happen, they were going to introduce.
I completely forgot what my point was.
I thought they were going to introduce Bill Burr's character
Yes, holy shit.
and Huel, And
Oh
that
my
was going to be
God.
like the meeting of because I would love to see how
That was weird.
what was Bill Burr? I forget. They both had weird names. I remember Huel Babineau, and I forget Bill Burr's character because I wanted they got to meet
Corbin
Dallas.
Dallas.
What is that from?
Fifth Element.
Fifth
Maybe
Element,
they
that's
meet in jail.
Corbin Dallas Multipass. Man, that was weird. All of a sudden I was talking, I was like, wait a minute. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Welcome to old age.
32.
Welcome to Shooting the Shit. Today we're talking about Metamucil. God's gift to me.
What?
Who?
Answer the phone!
I don't have to pee.
You have to pee. Should we do comments before we move on?
I always think that makes the most sense to do it because they're going to be commenting on what we
On
just
the
talked
previous
about.
episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, thanks to all the comments that were welcoming us back.
Oh, yes.
Appreciate it. It's been a long time.
Personally warms.
Hey, what's up? It's
warms my heart.
StS. Yes.
I'm sure it warms all our hearts, right, boss?
It
Warms
tingles-
my hearts and loins.
Tingles the balls.
Gives me an arousal.
Yeah.
It makes my frown upside down.
Put that. Don't cruise.
As my youngest brother said when he was
Yes, I know the story, Dexter.
when
Say
he
it
was
again.
getting off the
Yeah, the tickle. Yeah, what did it
Oh,
tickle
all right.
the
Have
ride?
I told the story before? No,
Multiple
made my-
times.
Oh, you don't know?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
Really?
We were at like a theme park, and one of my brothers was like really little, and they're like, "Oh, so what'd you think of the roller coaster?" After he gets on, he goes, "Made my penis tickle."
Oh my God.
You remember that, right?
No, I don't.
What?
You were there.
I guarantee he said that at least 3
I
times.
don't think so.
I don't necessarily listen to it all the time.
Oxnard,
That's true. I
never repeat stories, and half the time you guys aren't listening anyway.
One day, I'm going to go back and just cut out all the times we repeat ourselves and just make a montage. And then, like, remember that time we did this? And then cut to
That
2
sounds
weeks
like-
later. Remember that time we did this?
That sounds like a job for one of our listeners. You'll be at that for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, we need to reach a certain number of subs, and then we'll get there.
That's true. Maybe one.
We got to start talking about things that make people want to watch. That's what my brother was telling me.
What? Wait, what?
I said, he was asking me like how many subs we have, and I told him, and he was like, "Wait, what? How long have you been doing it?" I was like, "For a while." He was like, "You should talk about things people wanted to hear," and I was like, "What? What could I possibly?"
Hey, fuck you, man.
It's about what we want to talk about.
Yeah. What do the people want to hear about?
Yeah,
My
tell us
Little
what you want to
Pony?
hear.
Tech says, during the epic open face sandwich debate, I pictured Dexter having a big Venn diagram of the different orders / types of sandwich and pointing to it like a professor. Great to have you guys back. Thank you.
Now, what was funny is that was started by me saying Cracker Barrel had a great open-faced Reuben. They have a Reuben, but it's not open-faced. But because I said open-faced, that spurred on a pointless discussion. But actually, I
Now-
was looking up. I think the taco predates the sandwich. So in a way, all sandwiches are sort of like tacos. Boss.
Not true at all. Completely false.
I gotta say, I re-listened, and Dexter's argument was sound.
It holds water.
For once.
For once.
Pretty
For
impressive.
once.
Sandwich,
Thank
food
you.
knowledge.
Thank you. I think about these things a lot, as you can imagine.
Did you see
I
this
eat a
picture?
lot of sandwiches.
This is like a D&D alignment chart. You have ingredient pure. I'll put this up. Ingredient purists, structure purists, hardline traditional, then radical sandwich anarchies. Like a Pop-Tart is a sandwich.
My God.
The only thing I disagree with, it says true neutral, is a hot dog is a sandwich.
A hot
No
dog is
way.
not a sandwich.
Yeah, that's not true.
This has long been debated.
The bread is connected in a hot dog. It's like a taco.
It is like it's more like a taco than a sandwich.
A sandwich is two separate slices of bread or what you choose to use,
Right.
and then everything in the middle. That is a sandwich.
Right.
A
By
hot
the way,
dog
I do agree with you.
is different,
I just
yeah.
like disagreeing because I think it's funny.
This guy thinks it's all about the devil and being an advocate for him.
What do you mean? Yeah, this chart. Someone make a better chart than this. Well, like what the? An ice cream taco is a sandwich. That's
Choco taco?
That's if you're structurally neutral, ingredient rebel.
See, an ice cream sandwich is a kind of sandwich. I guess. I take it back.
It is.
Is a s'more a sandwich?
If an ice cream
Yeah,
sandwich,
If an
is,
ice cream sandwich is a sandwich, a s'more has to be a sandwich.
Yeah.
You think so?
would you completely remove all dessert type things out of the sandwich kingdom?
No.
That's hard because
No, I
pastries have different layers. I wouldn't call them like...
I would like...
I wouldn't call like a Napoleon a triple-decker
That's what I'm
sandwich.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, basically...
Wouldn't you remove anything dessert-related?
I think I would. I think I would. Absolutely.
I would not, because I prefer to live in a world where the lines between dessert and entree are lost, and there are no rules.
Chaos.
There are no rules.
No, that's chaos.
What if my peanut butter and jelly sandwich has honey on it too? That sort of makes it sweet, like a dessert.
Man.
Even the jelly makes it.
Yeah,
The jelly is already sweet. How sweet does this have to be?
I don't know. I'm just trying to
And a lot of it-
dessertify it.
Peanut butter with honey? You won't be able to swallow that. You can't chew that.
Love honey.
First of all, no, meals must be governed, okay? We'll have complete chaos
Desserts can
if
be
you
sandwiches.
blur the lines here.
Is it okay? Like sometimes I have leftovers from dinner like, if I go out to a restaurant, and sometimes the next morning for breakfast I'll have those leftovers.
There are no rules for leftovers, okay?
So Chinese
leftovers, you can dump everything you want into a bowl and mix it all up. As far as I'm concerned,
But
it's
I
leftovers.
wake up in the morning and I warm up my General Tso's chicken
I
for the night
ruin
before.
my General Tso's chicken. I wake up in the morning and I ruin it.
Is that weird?
My morning wood.
Is that weird?
Yes, it is weird to ruin your to have your General Tso's. Look, leftovers, because I don't even consider it's like leftovers is its own thing. It's not like, oh, I had a sandwich that I had from yesterday. No,
You
it's
never
like
had a leftover
I had
sandwich?
leftovers.
Now what's a gyro?
A gyro is not a sandwich. A gyro is a gyro.
Is it a taco? Is it just like a Greek taco?
A gyro is a gyro.
Is a bagel not just a Jewish donut?
A gyro is a little bit like a taco, Dexter.
What is
What?
a donut?
A gyro is a little bit like a
A
taco.
donut is a pastry. Or
What's a
does a
bagel?
pastry have to be flaky?
What's a bagel? Bread?
A bagel is bread. It's boiled.
Well, if I make a
Baked.
sandwich out of a bagel, what's that?
I'd say that's a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
I
Moving
don't think
on.
a sandwich doesn't have to necessarily. Well, yeah, it's a sandwich with a bagel. A bagel is bread. Yeah,
Actually,
but
getting confused.
What if I make
no, he's
monkey?
trying to trick me.
What if I make a sandwich from monkey bread?
What's monkey bread?
It's like banana with walnuts. And it's kind of sweet, but it's called monkey bread.
Now hold on one
I
second.
think you can make a
have
sandwich
I have
with
a follow-up
banana
question
bread.
about this. Because monkey bread, don't you pull it apart?
What do you mean?
Is that
No,
pulled,
it
something
is,
that's pulled apart? Like
Like you pull pieces off of the monkey bread?
I mean, you can eat
like a
bread.
cheesy bread
You can
kind
eat
of
old
thing?
Is that how
bread.
it is?
Usually, I make like a loaf and we slice it up, and you can
But I
spread
thought
stuff
monkey
on it.
bread was where you pieces
pull clumps
pulled
off?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I can't answer about monkey bread being used for a sandwich.
Because I was wondering if the parts he pulled off, if he made a
That
sandwich out of
sounds
that,
more
or if he
like-
sliced it into
yeah.
slices.
People in the comments tell us your ideas.
Can we just have a podcast where we debate sandwiches?
It will go on for 2 episodes, and then we forget we did it.
We've already talked about it for 2 episodes.
Yeah, this was the podcast of us doing it. That's it.
No, there'll be more. There'll be more.
All right.
Yeah.
Next comment. Viper2785 says, the zombie movie you mentioned is Pontypool. That's the weird one.
Oh, we were talking about with the radio station, right?
Yeah, weird movie. Interesting idea, but poor execution, I thought. Gus also pukes, but he's too neat and tidy to show it on screen. Oh man, that Gus reveal in the out of focus background was so good. Love it. Sorry, I'm reading at an angle. A small detail confused me about the gas cap. No one, parentheses the goons, thought it was weird or suspicious that he had the same bugged gas cap in a different car. He scrapped the getaway car, and they show up later at his home to swap the tracker out of his other car, right? Maybe I missed something and have to watch it again. Now, I was thinking about that. I don't know.
Hold on. All right. Wait. Recap that for me here. Break that down for me.
Remember when he got the note on the car and it said "don't,"
Right.
and then he was looking all over the car with that awesome music,
Yeah.
which got our last video flagged. So I'm not going to be using any music from the show anymore.
Oh shit.
Every turn we make is a dead end.
Why does the universe hate us?
And so finally he checks the gas cap of the car. It's completely scrapped. He took the whole thing apart, and that's where he finds the tracker. But he has his other car, the black car, and he makes the battery in that car go dead and then replace it with his
That
own.
seems like a mistake. They would have noticed a different car.
Unless maybe
so
they're...
they didn't have all his cars bugged?
I
Is
would
that what you're
think,
saying?
I think they had all the cars. I don't
I
don't
feel
know.
like he just got lucky, and they didn't know it was a different car. It was a different dude replacing it, and he didn't know what car it was. He just replaced the tracker.
Or they had been watching him, so maybe they knew he's got multiple cars. No, he just bought that car. Well, they were watching him then. That's the only thing you can assume. You have to
But-
assume.
But they originally put the bug in the car that he left,
When did they bug him?
and he took.
When did he come on their radar?
When he was going to snipe
Salamanca.
Salamanca, they bugged it. He went to the dump yard.
The dump yard.
Scrapyard. Scrapyard. Dump yard.
And took his car apart, and eventually he found the bug in the gas cap, and he left the car, took the gas cap, got a new car,
Gas
and
cap?
he replaced the gas cap in that car.
Why does it all sound like we've been
I
drinking
don't know what you're
and none of
saying.
us are drinking?
You know,
I'm drinking a little bit.
he replaced the gas cap in
And you're
that
the
car.
most
They didn't
coherent.
realize that he changed cars.
No, but I didn't. It didn't occur to me until that Viper mentioned
No, me
that.
neither. Yeah.
Well, Viper-
that's why I said the only thing I can assume you have to assume is that Fring, knows all, sees all. So he had guys on it. He probably had people watching. He must have had people watching him regularly. No, you don't think so, boss? You don't think Fring was watching Mike
I
regularly?
think that's a mistake.
Not until Mike and Saul were like on Salamanca's radar. Yeah, he's always watching Salamanca.
Yeah, but Fring was watching Mike. Before
No, he
you mean
wasn't.
before when?
No, he wasn't. They just bugged him.
I don't think they bugged him right then and there to put the note
No,
in the
they
car.
were watching him.
That's how they
already.
put the note in the car because
Yeah.
they knew he was there.
Yeah,
He was bugged, since that part where he found the note.
He's
they
been bugged
already
well
knew.
before that.
How did they know to go there to put the note on? He just happened to be wandering in the desert.
I'm Fring. I love my desert walks. Pollos hermanos.
I
time
see.
for
I
my
see what you're saying.
morning
But
constitutional.
still, he changed cars. He obviously found the bug.
Yeah, he did.
Unless the goons are stupid. They're doing word finds and stuff. I think the goons are kind
No,
of dumb.
wait. Oh, I see. Hold on. Okay, because I've been trying to wrap my head around it. He takes the gas cap from the old car and puts it on the new car, and then they don't notice. Wow. All right. Took me a while to get there. Sorry, but I was trying to figure out. I was thinking. I forgot that he did that with the old car. So I thought, all right, forget it. He leaves it. He buys a whole new car, and then at some point they also bug that one. But no, you're right. It might have been a stupid henchman. Maybe it was somebody different. Who knows? Or they don't care.
I think they're stupid.
Could be
Thanks,
stupid.
Viper, for confusing us.
Well,
and-
this show fucking sucks.
What's next?
Oh man, the Mario Pellequito. Hold
So
on.
how many attempts do you think it was going to take Mike to throw the shoes on the line? I thought it was going to take him like 50 times.
I don't know. I think he's kind of a cool
They could have
cucumber.
made this like a montage.
This was a montage. It's a very different definition of montage.
No, really?
Yes,
not
passage of time, cutting to different things.
It's not cutting to different things. It's cutting to him doing the same thing.
But doesn't he try 3 times?
Yeah,
It's a montage of his attempts.
but you don't. No, a montage is when you show other things happening at the same time.
Alexa, define montage.
Montage means a paste-up made by sticking together pieces of paper or photographs to form an artistic image.
I think she added a French accent to montage.
Fine, it's not a
Montage.
montage. I don't know what the
Anyway.
fuck Alexa's talking.
All right, anyway, the Mario Pellequito says, noticed you were missing the token dislike on the post and thought I'd help you guys out. Also disappearing for 6 months without a word. Not cool.
Was it 6 months?
Disappearing.
Did
For
we
si-
disappear?
for 6
I
months.
tweet like every other month.
This guy obviously doesn't follow your Twitter, which is raging hot.
Hey, did you see who was elected our president?
Yes, we've all been busy.
Everybody's been delayed.
Things are
Okay,
getting
well,
weird.
anyway, this is just kind of long welcome back. I thought Mario was going to had a Saul comment, but he says, glad you're all back, and I'm looking forward to hearing the excuses why the D&D isn't ready yet. It was the reason I found STS to begin with. Cheers. Smiley face.
Well, we know something that's going on.
I feel like
I think it's on its way.
there's always something going on.
But a year ago,
Every-
A year ago, wasn't it?
I like. He is right. We do have a lot of excuses for it. Well, it's not excuses, but we are always very close.
It's coming sooner than you think.
Yes,
It's been up already. It's just private. I like to watch it myself.
he just watches the next.
Go Cruise!
the next 20 episodes of D&D by himself every night.
crying.
The
himself to
inventor?
sleep. Hello, fellows, glad you're back. I'm wondering if Howard gets cold feet about prosecuting. Is it persecuting or prosecuting?
Prosecuting.
Prosecuting?
Persecuting is something else.
I've been prosecuted. Jimmy, due to the bad publicity it starts to bring HHM, Chuck betraying his brother and then having him jailed can't look good. I'm thinking he may force Chuck into retirement and then drop the case mid-trial. Jimmy gets released, but not before enough of his dodgy dealings from the past are brought to light. These cause Kim to leave and Gus to put him on retainer.
That's good.
Interesting.
I like that logic.
Fascinating.
See, that's logical,
Boss wasn't listening.
which to me seems
Fascinating, Captain, and logical, too.
it's too logical. So I don't think they're going to do that.
We need a shocking twist.
Something bizarre is going to happen. I think it's true.
Well, we all know that Chuck is clearly jealous of Jimmy. Jimmy's ability to just, like, kind of pick up the law.
I haven't really picked that up from Chuck.
No?
What do you mean?
Oh, I think that,
That's a joke.
oh,
You were about to go on for
you're
5
a
minutes.
son of a
with it.
bitch. I was going to go back into sandwiches. See, I think Chuck's the motherfucker that thinks an open-faced sandwich is a sandwich.
Oh, Aaron Williamson says,
Actually, I bet Chuck doesn't think that. I bet Chuck would be on my side, but Jimmy would be the open face.
Question.
Because Jimmy's so laid back, he'd be like, I don't even care. Why are we talking about this?
Do you guys eat open-faced sandwiches with a knife, or do you pick up the half?
I don't eat open-faced sandwiches.
Why not?
And
When
I
you
think
get a-
somebody had suggested last time we talked about this that, well, you can just put it together.
But
an
it's not-
open-faced sandwich together. That's just a sandwich then.
But I like the inner
yeah,
flavors.
but it's served open face.
No, it's just an
a different
incomplete
flavor
sandwich.
profile.
You want
It's
another?
just an incomplete sandwich. Here's 2 open-faced sandwiches.
But when it's
No.
open-faced, you get more flavor from the inside.
No, this.
What?
I think
There is no
Dexter,
inside.
Dexter wants an. He doesn't like the word sandwich being there. It's like people who don't want gay marriage to be called marriage.
Yeah, that's me.
I like that analogy.
There's
You
two
figured
pieces,
it out.
2 pieces of bread. They put the ingredients on top. It melts. It's an open face something, not a sandwich.
It's
You
just
bigot!
Yeah.
Once you close
call
it-
it something else.
Once you close it, then it's a
yeah,
sandwich.
it's not a sandwich, right?
When
Remove
you-
the word sandwich.
You like tuna melts, right?
Yeah, sure, I'll have a tuna melt.
When you get it, it's not served open face.
I have no idea. I can't remember the last time I had one.
Yeah, right.
Okay, because at the diner,
I
That's
don't.
exactly what you would say.
Well, the question is vague.
Sweating bullets.
Um,
It depends if
no,
if
I
anyone was
would-
watching.
No,
or-
well, I don't know. It probably is served open face, but nobody's saying
it's not.
it's, an
called
open face.
It's called a
just
tuna
called
melt.
Tuna melt.
Yeah, have you ever
That's
tried
not called. There's no sandwich involved in that. It's a tuna melt. That's
It's
totally
on the
different.
menu. Is it under sandwiches?
Well, then that's something. I do have a grievance there.
the most pointless grievance?
I do have a grievance. We'll have to change. It should be under melts. They
do
should
a-
have a melt section.
Before next
You're
might-
absolutely right. That's an excellent point.
We
boss.
will do a survey of 1,000
We will survey you.
menus.
We could do a Twitter survey. Want me to do it right now?
So we can get 3 responses.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do this right now. Boom. A poll. What's the first? Okay, here's the question. What's the question, boss?
Is a tuna melt a sandwich?
Well,
Wait, that's too vague.
first of all,
No, hold on.
that's not what.
What? That's yes or no.
Yeah, but that's. I thought it was a more interesting poll we were taking.
No.
Here's a sandwich or considered a tuna. Like,
It's a sandwich.
Well, what else are you thinking?
Tuna melt.
Okay, fine. Finish this
okay.
slogan.
Slogan.
Don't cruise.
Oh,
All right. Now, we'll come up with
I
that
don't know.
later.
Yeah, we have to think of.
Yeah, we're gonna forget about that too.
We'll figure the wording out later. TBD.
By the
Lord.
way, try a chicken salad melt. That's very good. It's just like a tuna melt with chicken salad.
Oh,
If you ever want
I
some
love a
little-
chicken salad sandwich.
Oh, with bacon. Oh.
Ooh. Foodgasm.
Oh, did you look up the Star
Shields
Trek?
up. Red alert. Huh?
Dexter and Boss have been watching Star Trek to the point where now they can easily school me because
I'm almost done with
I
the
watched
whole-
it years ago. But did you look up the Star Trek VR?
Oh, I saw that video.
I saw the video,
Now
yeah.
that's not Next Generation. It's the original Star Trek
Right, yeah.
universe.
Yeah, but
it
wasn't it
is
awesome
fantastic.
how you look down and you control
Yeah, you
everything?
control things so you can point. The
That
one
was
guy
pretty
points,
awesome.
and you could tell they're Next Generation fans because they keep making Next Generation jokes. Oh my god, it's awesome.
Do you see why
We have to get that.
No, that's the reason why I can't get it. I would never
We'll
stop.
lose ourselves in a galaxy-class starship.
I know. I take it off and be like, oh, I'm back here.
I'm not
Bum, bum, bum,
on the Enterprise.
bum, 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 bum. Slowly putting on the goggles.
Back to a world where you're chief engineer.
Yes, I matter here.
I can't even do math in the real world. But now I'm in charge of running a antimatter starship engine.
Tea Earl Grey hot.
Come.
Come.
I'm waiting for the first.
tea, Earl Grey, hot.
I'm waiting for the first news story of a guy who's going to like keep that thing on for like a week and
Visor?
Oh,
like
yeah.
sleeps
Oh,
with it.
the VR. I thought you meant Geordie LaForge's eye visor. For
Yeah,
some
Geordie-
reason. He's
And then when he-
cosplaying and he leaves it on for a week.
One thing that always bothered
Takes it off,
me,
he looks like a Klingon.
just the ridge.
It's like that
just-
Twilight Zone episode with the
Right.
masks.
He takes it off and he goes to the mirror and he says he has like the Klingon ridge for it. Oh my god! Ah!
Yes!
And
There are four lights.
Yes, that's an awesome episode.
doesn't it bother you though? Doesn't it feel like Geordie's?
Fucking Kardashians.
Fucking amazing.
That wasn't excellent. You know who? Sorry, Oxnard. We completely cut you off.
Just keep talking. I'm just going to sit here.
No, hold on.
you know
You're-
that
what were you
episode
gonna
though
say?
where
What
he
were you gonna
said-
say?
I was going to say. It
Yeah, so
always-
anyway, the Kardashians. No, go
Fuck!
ahead.
I walked right into it. So
You did.
stupid. No, I always just felt like Geordie. You know, they would say, "Oh, he sees better than people. He sees everyone." But I feel it's always underutilized. I would think like,
In the beginning of the
first
series,
season, they use it a lot.
ask him, "Is like, can you see anything, Geordie?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm getting huge infrared bursts of whatever." You know what I mean? And then, but they never do that anymore. Instead, all you get from Geordie is he gets the hots for girls that he meets, but he already knows everything about them because
From the forums.
from the
Yeah.
forums. Yeah, he went on because he's listened or read or watched their personal logs, or he goes to the point where he has the computer research the person and then creates them in the holodeck, and then when he meets them, he's in love with them. It's so creepy.
Geordie's kind of a weird character.
But the
Some weird vibes
the
from that
episode where Picard it's a 2-part episode where Picard, he has to give up command of the Enterprise to another captain because he has to go on a secret mission into
who's a
Cardassian
fucking asshole.
space. Oh god, that guy sucks.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's awful.
You should watch this episode tonight.
But he just does things a different
Sure.
way.
I
You
love
know,
Star
he
Trek.
didn't get a fair chance because everybody on the Enterprise hated him just because he
Nobody
was
was
someone
happy.
different before they even knew him.
Nobody liked.
No, I agree. You're not supposed to like him. But nobody even gave him a chance. Regardless, I didn't like him.
Irregardless.
But Picard gets captured on this secret mission. They were trying to find like a mutagenics weapon and then destroy it if it existed. But it was a trap, and the Cardassians capture Picard and they're torturing him. But the guy who's torturing him, he was in the Quest for the Delta Knights, the Mystery Science Theater 3000
Really?
episode. The guy, he's like a British.
I'm coming.
Oh, I know that guy.
And
Yeah,
he was
I know
in the
actor.
Titanic too.
Yes.
He was also in not the Titanic too.
David
the
Warner.
first one.
David
What?
Warner.
Yeah, look him up. I just want to see his face, make sure, because I couldn't remember his name.
Richard Warner.
That is not him. I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah, David Warner. That's him, right?
Yes,
That's
yes,
him.
yeah. Oh man, and oh god, it was fucking awesome. They had fantastic exchanges.
He has a great voice.
He does. He was excellent. Also, you know who's in a lot of Star Trek is James Cromwell.
Yeah, he was that weird alien.
Yeah, on when they have the Deep Space Nine crossover episode.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm watching
Isn't that
that
funny
one.
how you
I'm
can
watching that one
recognize that?
right now.
Isn't that
actually.
weird how you can
It
recognize
is weird.
that?
And
I
he's
did
been in.
too.
He's in like the Search for Spock or something. The
No,
movie.
he's
also
he's in
the
a TNG movie. First
yeah,
Contact.
but I'm saying he's been in both, and he's all full prosthetics in the current episode. He's fucking awesome.
Babe.
That'll do. That'll do, Oxnard.
One of my
Babe's-
favorite movies.
I love Babe. Never seen Pig in the City.
Also good, but very
Anyway.
sad. Much
See?
like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Love that movie, but gotta stop when they open that window.
Juicy fruit.
Don't want that ending. Right, boss? You know that movie, right, boss?
Right?
No.
Boss, what do you think happens? What do you think happens at the end of that movie? At the end of the movie, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Based on your pop
Somebody
culture.
leaves. The Indian gets to leave?
What do you think the movie's about?
Well, I know it's about the Indian guy in an asylum. They get out, they get back in, you know, that kind of stuff.
The
They get
Indian
out,
guy
they get back
the
in.
Asylum.
They play basketball.
That's true.
That's true.
That's pretty much all I know.
Well, you pretty much saw the movie.
Right. That's it. That's all there is to it. Young Danny DeVito was in it.
That might have been his...
Plays a character named Martini.
I think that was his first
Really?
role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before
Yeah,
that, he was acting a lot in plays. I remember he was going to be like a hairdresser. You should watch his Inside the Actors Studio. Yeah. He talks about his early life
That's
and like
crazy.
he was going to be a hairdresser, I think he said, and everyone laughed. He was going to be something where everyone thought he was joking. He was like, no, really. And then his sister said, you know, I can tell you really love like performing. Why don't you go into acting? And he was like, all right, fine. That launched him.
Meanwhile, you're in the movie Twins. Unbelievable.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. That's the movie, right?
That's the ultimate odd couple matchup.
All right. We
All
should
right.
probably talk about Saul.
What
Thank
the
you for your
fuck?
comments.
We're not
So,
even close to
the
scratching
third
the surface of these two
He
episodes.
threw the... Mike put drugs in the shoes, and he threw it on the clothesline, and he was sniping as this truck went by.
Which,
They think it's hunters.
one thing I wanted to
Right.
point out is that Mike is distracting them with a sound
Yes.
and then shoots something.
Making it seem normal.
That's right. That's right.
Later on, what happens, boss? Mike is
In Chuck's house.
with a
Distracting Chuck
Ah.
with the sound, and then
Must be a specialty.
and then
he's
shoots
shooting
something.
pictures
What do you think that
for
means?
the camera.
I don't know. Parallels?
Is that it?
Parallel, maybe one's a parallel universe.
Oh yeah.
Mexico isn't real.
Oh God.
Trump is
You're a
reptilian.
fool.
Right. So,
It was Canada the whole time.
By the way, guys, you do know that Andrew Jackson did not like what he saw in the Civil War, even though he died in 1845. Did you hear about this?
No.
Trump was giving it. He was
Oh,
giving
the
an
Civil
interview,
War thing he said?
and he was like, he was saying about how Trump was saying how Andrew Jackson, who had such a big heart, and if he was president at that time, there wouldn't have been a civil war. And when he saw what was happening during the Civil War, it made him very angry. He had been dead 16 years. And then, oh my God, all kinds of shit. I mean, I'm sure people have heard this already, but...
Yeah.
And then,
Wow, Dexter. So Trump said something ridiculous and everyone's upset by it.
that's true.
Shocking development.
You heard it here first. A week or so after it happened. Anyway, feel free to cut that out.
No, I'll put that. Up.
What were we talking about, though?
Uncle Salamanca.
His business, his tight.
Mike fucked
Cartel.
over...
Tight,
It was a tycoon.
business.
His
His
cartel.
tight business hole.
He shot the shoe, and drugs went all over the truck, and then when
Somebody
it was...
shot the shoe.
It was
You
being
know what I mean?
inspected. They got caught, and he fucked over his second truck. So he was happy because
He got raided then.
Mike was happy because he finally got back at the fucker, and he was like, "That's good. We're square."
We're square. I did what I wanted to do. I don't want to get paid for that.
But the fourth episode opens up with a great flashback scene to Don Eladio.
Man, this is my
Awesome
This is
scene.
my favorite scene. Maybe actually, I want to save the episode. It's at the top because this scene was so amazing.
I don't know. I think each episode gets better and better and better. I mean, it's coming to the point now where I might start liking the show more than Breaking Bad if it keeps trending like this.
Yeah.
Because just as sorry, boss, cinematography alone,
Yeah.
there's so many shots. I'm just looking at them, and it's just like, oh, if you love filmmaking, just watch. Look up like a montage. Someone has to put it up with like the shots in Better Call Saul.
Just watch the same 3 shots of Mike throwing the shoes. That's a montage.
Because it's the same crew who did Breaking Bad, but you can just
Yeah.
see the experience and the writing.
I like the filter that they use
Every
on
time
the
they're in
scene when they're
Mexico?
in Mexico. Yeah,
It just
always like
feels
this
hot.
orange- It does.
Yes, it does.
I don't know how anyone could stand. And then one guy, Bolsa.
the Star
He
Wars
shows
villain.
up in a fucking suit, and he's not sweating at all.
Well, if you're used to it, you're good.
I guess that's true. They must be just used to the heat. They must
Like the Vikings. You've seen Vikings. They're walking around in a loincloth. It's bitterly cold. They're used to it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Wish it was a few degrees colder.
Sorry for throwing out the V word like that. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Viking, please. My Viking.
Viking.
Anyway, I love this opening scene. I like how... I don't know if I can express my thought properly.
Eladio
here.
is in a bikini.
No,
What-
I like how he's in a bikini.
What's coming up?
No, I like.
What's he gonna
how-
say next?
When, when they're speaking Spanish, I feel like there's like different cadences that can be used, and like emphasis on certain words that can be used. That it's not done the same way in English. It just seems much more
Well, he
fun
says-
to speak. Like when he's kind of teasing him and Sabrosito and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know. It just seems like you can have fun with the language in a little bit that you couldn't do in English.
Bonito, they say he was saying cute, but I always thought Bonito was a little beautiful one. When he still calls the guy pendejo, it says idiot, but pendejo means a lot of things.
Yeah.
Depending on what country you're
And
from.
what's cabron means asshole or something, right? Or
Cabron?
ass? Because later on when Salamanca goes, oh, dumbass.
means like bastard, bitch, asshole.
Hey,
ace.
cuckold.
Yeah, cuckold. See, that's the thing. It has so many different
Yeah.
things. It's like how you say it. Like, how you doing, you cunt? You cunt! It's so,
Fucking cunt.
so versatile.
You're a fucking cunt.
Yeah, ball bag. Ah, you ball bag.
Fucking ball bag. This fucking
This guy's
cunt
a ball
over
bag. This ball bag cut me off.
If I want to start using that more in like fits of road rage. Ball bag.
Well, we gotta go to
Flipping them
Scotland.
off. There we go. They won't even know what I'm saying, so they won't come after me after I scream.
There was a website I'm on, or someplace I was in. They show like Scottish tweets because they write it out the way they talk and stuff.
Oh, God.
And it's so hard to understand.
I want the inventor to leave us the next comment in that way. Like, leave it in Scottish or whatever. What is the name of the language? Well, that's like the native tongue. I don't want that. But what Oxnard's talking about.
Ma bought Aldi shower gel. It smells like fairy liquid, so I've been cutting about all day smelling like a fucking plate.
What?
Let's see. Skinny pill? They're called Exies, mate. And of course they make you skinny. You can't eat if you can't find your jaw.
I guess he's talking about ecstasy? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I want
When your
inventor to express himself in that fashion.
When your ma phones you for Sunday dinner, but you still exceed out your tits. Inventor, translation, please.
Unless I don't want to insult the inventor because maybe the way he writes is the way he speaks already. But if not, go into like some real Scottish slang.
I'm assuming that's like kids in Scotland, or
Or like that's like a slang, almost like slang speak.
It's like
I
when we
guess,
text
like
each other.
Scottish street talk.
like when I'm texting you guys and say, and I want to say like I'm going somewhere, and I say I gotta go, and I spell GOTTA. It sounds like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, I think so.
So Mike's
Yes. boss.
scoping out the
Keep us
ice
on
cream
track.
shop, and his daughter-in-law calls. Yeah.
No, he
daughter-in-law.
calls her. I thought.
He calls her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's checking up on them because they just moved to a new nice place.
Now he bought the house for them.
Oh yeah, he said everything.
right?
He sent the movers, and then I was like,
Right.
"Are the movers going to be Bill Burr and Huel? When am I going to see
We're
Bill
just
Burr
waiting for
and
Bill Burr and
Huel?"
Huel. They have to make an appearance. At
All right,
least-
dude, I'm here to move your stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking lady.
Hey, what's up? It's
Well-
Bill Burr.
Welcome to the Monday.
Forgot the name of my character.
He just shows up to
So,
the set drunk.
you know, let's go.
He's got to be in there somewhere.
He just starts talking about the hockey game.
It was funny when he was on Breaking Bad. I was listening to his podcast, and I wasn't watching Breaking Bad at the time, but he would always say like he's going to be on Glee. Like, oh, I'm going to be appearing on Glee soon or something. People were like, what the fuck is it? And then he was on Breaking Bad, and so that was the inside joke. Like,
Yeah.
he was talking about Glee.
That'd be hilarious if Bill Burr is on Glee. Oh my god, that'd be so
sorry.
funny. I want him to break out in a song.
All right, so
Well,
you see the dog.
We've glossed over a lot of stuff here, but that's all right.
That's true. Yeah, sorry. I usually do like a summary.
It's okay.
My head's in a fog, man. I told you.
People are enjoying it. Don't worry. Don't get stressed out.
The episode
Talk about sandwiches.
seemed very, very short for me. The third one went really quick, and the fourth one went really quick.
The fourth one went really quick. I think we were talking about that opening scene where so Salamanca he's like, oh hey, you know, I opened up a little ice cream shop, named it after you. Here's your little bobblehead, and he's like, I'm not fucking fat. Are you kidding me? Joking around, or maybe not. And then he dumps money on the table, and he's like, all is forgiven. And then Bolsa...
Don Bolsa
comes out, and he's got 3 duffel bags of, like, massive blocks of neatly packed cash. I don't know how many. It must be, like, a few $1 million.
Let's say, because when Mike gets his payment, you can see 1 wad of bills is $10,000. I think there was, like, 30,000.
Wow.
Which I thought, 30,000? I mean, I took out an entire cartel for this guy with a shoe. I think that's worth, come on, man. That's skill.
Hey, look, but what did he have to do?
So
He just had to go to Mexico, throw shoes on a wire, and just kind of make sure they were distracted, and then shoot the shoe.
So let's say 10 stacks is 10,000.
Yeah.
Let's say there are 4 stacks across, 40,000. And...
Wow, I don't know. You do the math.
I don't know.
10 stacks of 10,000.
I'm trying to think of the plastic wrap stacks.
Uh-huh.
I would say it's
see.
about 10 stacks high. If each stack is 10,000.
It was more.
I think it was 20 stacks high.
No, it wasn't high.
I think each stack is more than 10 hundreds. It's like
Yeah, I think
maybe
so.
like
Yeah.
100.
No, there's like, I think there's like $5 million in there.
I think you're right.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. And Salamanca is like, God damn it. He's embarrassed because he just had this little measly duffel bag filled with, what, $1 million or something. And then that carries over, and you see him being raided after what Mike did for Gus. And then Salamanca goes into the Pollos Hermanos and starts harassing
this
Lyle
website-
or whatever.
This website shows different denominations of money in different stacks. $100,000 looks like that.
Pretty small.
$500,000.
Ah.
$1 million.
Oh wow.
$5 million.
Okay, I think it was $5 million.
Yeah, I think you're right.
could've
Because I think it
5
was...
million,
yeah.
Okay, I'll put up this picture. $5 million. Boom.
You know what's funny? I saw
Cool.
We did it!
I saw a police vehicle today that said on the back.
We got
$5 million
$5 million.
inside.
No, it said
Don't
this,
cruise.
This vehicle was paid for by seized funds. So it said
Sweet.
on the back.
Right.
Do you really think no cops, take the money when you raid? Oh,
Yeah, of course they do.
Come on.
Do you think no cops take the money?
I want to be a cop because that's like so easy.
I want to be a cop because I immediately want to be a dirty cop, and I'm announcing it here and now.
Put that up on YouTube.
Hear me now, Internet.
Hey,
I want to
listen.
be a cop, and I'm going to be dirty.
Nobody's gonna find out. They don't know how much money we're finding. Okay.
Did you ever hear that 911
No
call?
one is above the law.
Did you ever hear that 911 call? The cop called 911 because he took pot from the criminal locker or whatever.
Yeah.
And he made pot brownies, and I guess he ate too much. He got so
my
paranoid.
God.
And he's like, yeah, you need to send an ambulance. I think we're dead. I think we're dying. I think we're dead.
I think we're dead.
Yeah, so he was like gone.
Had he ever had ingested,
know.
I guess, edible pot before? Edibles?
I know eating pot is a totally different thing than smoking it. It's much more psychedelic
I've
if
never
you eat
done.
it.
I've never had edible pot at all, like a pot browning or anything.
Right.
I have heard that it's harder to regulate the amount
Yeah.
because you're baking it in there, and it can have different effects. I've never done. I've only ever smoked pot, but that's it.
Okay.
But so I couldn't say that.
Are you holding right now?
You know it, man.
You never
You know
put
me.
it up the butt.
You guys want to party?
But
I
Butt pot?
make like a
Butt pot?
liquid solution with it, and then I
Ooh.
give myself an enema. Best high of your life.
And penema.
Also cleans you out really good.
ew.
Can I have a pot colonic, please?
Marijuana soap.
Ooh.
It's a new show on the soap opera
Get to
network.
smell like a blunt everywhere you go.
All right, so
Anyway, Fring has an encounter with Salamanca, who has been harassing Lionel.
well, no, Salamanca's upset because he's like, "Fuck, what the fuck just happened?" He knows Fring is behind it. Doesn't storm and waltzes into Pollos Hermanos
Smoothly smokes
with
a
two
cigar.
thugs, Nacho's there, and the other guy. Let's call him horrific ponytail
Oh, boy.
wannabe Star Trek character,
That
maybe.
guy's hair really bothers me.
Yeah.
I can't look at that hair without going, ugh.
He goes up to the counter. He wants to talk to the boss. The guy thinks he's talking about the bathroom, and he's like, no, your boss. He starts lighting up a cigar.
Hey, no fumar, man. No fumar, sir.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's like, hey, sir, you can't smoke in here. Read the sign. No fumar.
He starts pouring himself a Diet Coke.
I
The
only
Coke of
drink
every
Diet
Don.
Coke. When I am holding people hostage, I only drink Diet Coke.
And then meanwhile, Fring is at a fire station doing his community, happy.
Community outreach. He's basically embedding himself like a glorious genius
He's a pillar-
drug-peddling tick.
Yeah, pillar of the community.
Yeah.
Like in Breaking Bad, all the cops love him. He's
Everybody
beloved.
loves him. I love him.
He's Ronald McDonald. Everyone loves him, right?
Nobody finds Ronald
Everyone
McDonald
loves that
suspicious
pedophile
at all.
clown.
He's the most inconspicuous person I've
I
ever
wish
seen.
I wish he dressed up as a clown, Frank.
Oh, come to Pollos Hermanos. Oh, boy.
It's Mickey
me.
Mouse.
He's a two-headed chicken. Get it? They're brothers. Mommy, what is that? Clock.
What is happening?
It's a bad commercial.
Do you think when Salamanca's in Fring's office there and he's sitting in the chair being very disrespectful and he puts his shoes, his weird sandally, he's got
Dripping
like
with shit.
cowboy Crocs.
It looks
That's
like
what I'll call them.
Crocodile skin, but dyed red? Or snake
Maybe.
skin?
And he's got shit on the bottom of one. I think that, and he picks it off and spreads it all over the desk. I think he stepped in shit on purpose.
Now, do you think he
To
stepped
do
in
this.
shit before they waltzed in? Or
Yeah.
did they round everyone in?
He takes
Then-
his shit on the floor, steps in it, and then goes to the office.
Or like he's like, wait a minute, I know how to make this even more devastating to Fring. And he goes
You.
inside looking for shit.
Make your dog poop now.
Or maybe he makes nacho shit and he steps in it.
Nacho shit. Mm-hmm. I think they just happened to be walking, and he saw shit, and he's like, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity.
Well, I'm going to listen
Step
to
in
the Vince Gilligan podcast about this episode and see if they bring this up.
Oh, yeah, see if they do.
Dying to know.
And, but what I love is the next day,
The shit is still there. Fring, clean up.
he's added to it. There's even more shit.
I thought about it and I kind of like the idea. Called it shit. What feng shui? Shit shui.
But the next day, when everybody has returned to work, Fring goes and he gives like this very patriotic, rousing speech, and everybody's clapping for him.
Yeah, Lyle's like, all right.
All right. Lyle likes this. All right, everybody. Lyle thinks this is great.
Lyle's going to lead the charge in that clapping session. Yeah.
My friends. It was like a campaign speech.
My
I thought it was
friends.
excellent. I love listening to Fring speak. I love
Oh, yeah.
just the sound of his voice, his like enunciation, how he, I just love
Very
listening
meticulous,
to him speak.
detailed.
Yeah.
It's like,
And but with like a slight accent. Mm-hmm. I think it's awesome. There's something about it. I could listen to him.
where's he from
talk
again?
All the time.
Because remember in Breaking Bad, they were trying to get the records.
Oh well, he says that he started the restaurant.
He says the
where-
name of a city, but I forget what country. Honduras? No, not Honduras.
Oh, he is Honduran.
Yeah, I don't think
though,
he's
right?
Mexican.
No, he's Honduran.
No, he's from South America.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Central America, maybe. Wait. Well, hold on. It's going to come up. It's about to come up. He says it in the episode. Let's see.
I think he only says the name of the city, though.
Yeah, but we should be able to find out.
Chilean.
Oh, that's right. Chilean. He's
Chilean.
Chilean. He's
very cold.
85% sea bass.
What'd you think of his throwing the garbage in garbage?
I thought,
shot?
swish.
Oh, yeah, that's like, boom. I just
How
did
many
it.
takes did that take? See, how many takes did it get him to do that?
Hey, that's another parallel. Mike throwing the shoes
Exactly.
and him throwing it. What do the parallels mean? Someone tell me.
Parallel. I'll watch something to
Parallelogram.
go perpendicular for once.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You were saying? I'm sorry.
But wait, what's the city that he mentions, Fring? They're going to talk about it in just a second, but what is it? There's a
How
lot
much
of
money do you think he was going to pay?
All right, well, let's see. Yeah, 10,000. There's got to be...
That's got to be like...
That's got to be like 60 grand. I think
25,000.
there's 60 grand in there.
Yeah?
Because those were 10,000 things. There's more in there. He pulls out 3.
Maybe it's 30,000. Maybe there's... No, that's
But he
more
pulls
than
it all out
10
then.
hundreds. That's more than 10 hundreds.
No, each block?
I mean, each
that is
stack, that's
reps
way
is-
more than
that's
10 hundreds.
10,000.
Each block is 10,000.
Yeah, each
100
wrap,
hundreds?
each wrap says 10,000 on it. The one he pulls out says 10,000. So I'm assuming all of them are like that. He pulls out 3 of them, and there's more in the bag.
really?
So I'm thinking there's at least 60,000 in there.
Man.
The Breaking Bad wiki isn't really up to date.
Goddamn
Unbelievable.
bastards.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were...
Well, hold on. They're going to...
Put it louder. I'll pause this.
So, Oxnard, we just determined that he was going to pay him $60,000.
I think it was 60. Because Mike...
Oh, you looked at it?
Yeah, Mike, when
Oh,
he
okay.
pulls the money out of the bag, one of those stacks says 10,000 on it.
Right.
And
a
he
bad
pulls
day.
3 out, and there's more in the bag. So
Okay.
my guess
I
is
only
that
saw-
there's about 60. I bet there's 60.
Okay, I only saw
Shows
3.
like this make me want to turn to life
the
of
dark
crime.
side. I bet Donald
gotta remember,
Trump watched
boss.
like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and he's like, "We have to build a wall. They're just coming across with drugs and their money."
I mean, 2 weeks planning.
New Mexico.
And I get
what the
60,000
hell is
bucks.
happening?
It's pretty sweet.
That's true. However, this is not a documentary, boss.
All you have to do is risk your life, maybe getting captured and tortured to death by a cartel.
You should watch Narcos.
Watch Sicario.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I want to live it. I want to watch.
There's a lot of good documentaries about the drug cartels, if you're into that.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want to be in the
would-
cartel. He
what?
just wants to do the drugs, apparently.
Which is the one with
Speed, starring
Denzel
Keanu Reeves.
Washington.
Well, you know, that always happens.
Oh,
They start-
American Gangster.
American
No,
Gangster.
movie's fucking
Have you ever
awesome.
seen that, boss?
That's based on a true story.
Yeah.
No.
And Russell
Oh.
Crowe plays, I can't remember his name, but he's a cop from Newark, I believe.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story.
It's a
It's
really
awesome.
good movie. You like that movie,
He
boss.
becomes like the biggest heroin dealer in the
And the thing that fucked
country.
him over is the girl wanted him to wear that fur coat.
It's always all right, not at the risk of sounding sexist here, it's always the woman that brings the men like these down.
All right, let's watch. Gus is saying he's going to doing the speech. He's receiving 24 hours of overtime.
Mm-hmm.
What does that precisely mean?
Like time and a half. You get overtime pay.
Right, but
You get 24 hours of overtime. Your overtime shift begins now. No, he means pay.
Right.
Now, he also says if you feel like you need counseling because, of
If he was
what happened,
traumatized, yeah.
please speak with me privately and it will be arranged. Do you think that means this person can't handle it? They must be eliminated.
yes,
You do think that?
maybe
Oh,
not.
really?
I don't know.
I don't think that because
I don't
he
think
says
so. I don't
before he's
think
like
so.
these people are civilians.
Yeah.
I think he really. I think he likes what
he
he
keeps
does,
them out of
and he
it.
does care about his employees.
I think
Okay.
he keeps them out
I
of
think
it.
he does try and keep him out of it. But part of me was thinking, I wonder if that was that would have been a red flag for him then.
I think it's worse if he kills them. However, my initial thought was when they came to his restaurant and he showed up that he would end up killing all of them. So I don't know.
I had the same thought when he walks in and they're all sitting around the
Yeah,
table,
witnesses-
and he sees them standing there, and he was like,
Yeah.
"God damn it! Now I have to kill every
Basically,
one
Well,
of
because
these
Yeah.
people."
I'm always thinking about the box cutter. Like that
Yeah.
was someone who worked for him who was pretty loyal.
Who we've seen in this episode.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I was just throwing out an
Yeah,
idea.
but Walter drove him to that. Walter can make anybody. He drives people
Yeah.
fucking mad. He's infuriating.
Yes.
Hey, man, he's a hero.
Oh no!
An American hero.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. All right. You said he opened his first Pollos Hermanos in Michoacan.
Michoacan or Michoacan? Michoacan sounds like a Japanese
Michoacan.
director.
Michoacan.
You guys see the new Michoacan film? Oh, it's a kaiju film. No, what's that little dot down there? It's down in Chile. Oh, but he's Chilean, but he started it in Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I think they even tell a story, don't they, in Breaking Bad about how he came up from Chile?
Yeah, they came up in Chile. Yes, he went to Mexico, and then he opened up the restaurant. Then he started talking to the Don, and he opened it up with his, I'm saying, lover, and the Don Hector. That's my theory. I think he's definitely gay.
I was actually going to ask, because I know he invites Walter over, right, to cook for him. But doesn't he have like a family or something? I couldn't remember.
No, I think that was his lover, and then he hates Hector because he killed his lover, and he has like no other real family, and that's why he's all about the business boss. You were saying, like, when does he have time to enjoy it? It's like his enjoyment comes from the control and then exacting the revenge.
Everything he enjoyed before that was taken from him.
You know, he was probably going to wait till Hector dies, and then that's when he was going to retire and finally enjoy it. He never got to because of the hero, Walter White.
Ruining yet another person's plan.
Yeah. God bless America and Walter White.
Jesse!
All right.
All right. Oh,
Jesse.
that's what we wanted to find
Why do we
out.
want-
What's next?
Oh, okay.
Oh, why? You want to watch more of that?
No, I was trying to think why we needed to know that. Just,
I think we were just curious, and we spent the last 15 minutes
all right.
wasting ours and everyone else's time.
A lot of it's
forget.
good little details to know.
Maybe we wanted to know where it was.
I think we did.
If
We were
it
trying to
really
get
existed.
deeper into the history
Yes.
of the character.
There's a
Gustavo
deep and
Fring.
rich history at play.
What kind of name is Fring?
That's an awful name.
I've never heard that last name before. I wonder what the background
It's like
is
a
of
chip.
that name.
Fringles.
They should start his own knockoff. It's like an Aldi brand or something. Fringles. He should open his own supermarket, and everything is like a Fringios instead of Cheerios.
Once you pop, can't stop.
What's another? I can't think of any other Fringle flakes.
Not many people. I mean,
Fringies.
What's a Fringy?
Like Twinkies. Fringies. Frinkies.
I'm having trouble thinking of products to put Fring in front of. So I had to, Fringles was the best one.
a diamond fring. I do not want that.
Fring pong.
What?
Fring pong.
Fring bong?
Fring pong.
Like
Ping
ping pong?
pong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you know tetherball actually has like rules to it? I don't know why I just thought of that. Because of ping pong, you're supposed to like stand, and there's like rules. You can only hit the ball with your hand or arms. You got to wrap it around, and if you fully wrap it around, that's 1 point.
All I remember is at the end of Napoleon
crazy.
Dynamite,
Okay.
he's playing tetherball,
And they suck.
and then he starts to get it like to go like around quickly, and he's like, yes, 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 and he keeps hitting it, and it wraps all the way around, and apparently that was exciting for him.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I guess that has something to do with how you play.
Yes, that is how you
Yeah.
play.
And then I forgot that tetherball even existed until you told me that it apparently has rules.
All right, Better Call Saul. What's the final? What's going on? Well, we get to that scene where they're going to do a PPD, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
It's a
Postponed or
a
something?
pre-prosecution diversion. I want to ask you: isn't this sort of similar to like settling out of court, but like kind
But
of the
it's not
opposite?
civil, but it's not civil court.
Okay.
I don't think, and I don't even think it's like, I might even be different than like taking a plea, I think.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so.
All right.
But,
I'm just bringing that up.
yeah.
And
Oh
the
my
other
God.
question we had was when Mike is sent in these maintenance guys' stead, and then they meet in the diner, and
Oh, yeah, and right, Mike's giving Saul the pictures. Jimmy
well,
the pictures.
why do you think he's taking these
pictures?
pictures?
Because he's going to use it against him. So at the end of the episode, the last part of the episode is they're having the meeting with the attorney, and Kim and Jimmy are there, and Chuck and Howard. I'm sitting in a chair, listening to people talk, and
Kim,
that's Howard.
Howard, Jimmy,
And,
Chuck, table, wall, window, carpet,
Goes on and on.
ceiling, light
The
switch,
introductions are endless.
pen, pencil.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa,
ouch! My head.
Charlie Hustle.
But anyway, they're settling whatever all this business, and they're going over like whatever the remorseful verbiage, that had to be introduced into the record, and then Jimmy has to apologize to Chuck, and then they talk about, okay, this is what you're going to have to do, and also now your confession is going to be sent to the board, here to the bar, and there'll be like a hearing, and you may be disbarred from the state of New Mexico or whatever. So they're going to use the pictures now at that hearing. They anticipated that, and they're going to use this stuff now against Chuck during that hearing. And I think, boss, did you already bring this up? They're going to get him disbarred. They're going to try and get Chuck disbarred instead. Oh,
It wasn't me.
I think that was one of the comments.
did somebody say in the comments?
Maybe. Well, maybe you're just thinking it and you thought
Wait,
someone
I
else
don't
said
want to rip somebody off if it was in the comments. Somehow it was just in my brain.
Somewhere Dexter heard that
And,
Jimmy would get
yeah,
disbarred.
I heard from somewhere.
Right. Well, while you're looking that up...
I think it was the inventor.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
did.
the inventor said something about getting
He's a
Chuck into
smart
retirement.
Cookie.
Okay. Sorry, inventor. I almost stole your...
Ugh!
I'm a ball bag.
Fucking ball bag.
So anyway, that's what I think they want to use the pictures for, to hold this over on Chuck to show that he's not like mentally competent enough to like, do what he does.
Right.
And then the address that Mike gets from Chuck's desk, I think that's Chuck's ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
His ex-wife's address.
Okay.
That's my guess. Now, I don't know what Jimmy would even want with that, but unless he wants her to come and
Character
testify
witness.
against Chuck. That's what my thinking was.
I think so, because she likes Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
She's a good character witness.
Yeah.
It's a good lay.
I love the little discussion at the table.
Sure. What's that, boss?
Yes.
I mean,
Oxnard.
Who were you?
That
he talking?
the lawyer talk at the table. They were talking about like
Yeah.
she said change destroyed to damage.
Yeah. Right.
And I just love the back and forth there where it's like they want to change it to this, but it's like subtle. We're also going to change this, and then she's kind of like ticked off, like, oh, okay, but it's still going to say damage, and then they go back. No, it's okay. We're going to make it
She
destroyed.
knew that was going to happen because she said
Yeah.
try and get away with that, and then she knew that Chuck would pick that out, and that they'd have this. But I think that's important. I think that she did that because they wanted it to reflect what it reflects now. What Chuck, agreed to have it say. Destroyed. I can't even remember what they write. But they change it, and Jimmy writes in something else. And then after that scene, Kim is talking to Chuck, and he's now outside, and the hallway is all lit up. And Chuck's out in the hallway, and you can hear the buzzing, the loud buzzing of the lamps. And she's like, I'm putting you on notice at the hearing, like about having this tape admitted, and Chuck admits that Jimmy destroyed the duplicate tape, and he has the original still, and the tape will be heard. And then she goes to Jimmy, and she's like, bingo, like he fell for it.
Bingo.
You think maybe she was taping them?
I don't know. Would that even be? Maybe. And I wonder if that would be admissible, because he's like, it's much more
Maybe
lenient.
they lied or something.
Well, that's what I thought. He admitted that.
He's not giving
He
all the
basically
information.
baited him into
He's
something, or he's
withholding
withholding
information.
Withholding information from the court officer.
Oh, yeah.
Aha.
I don't
Aha.
know. Think about this show. It's like you're watching it,
But are you?
And
then you're not.
You wake up 6 hours
And then
later.
you go to
don't know
law
what
school.
happened.
Your own sick.
And then you're watching it.
I think also she took advantage of the fact that they were out in the hallway, and Chuck might not have been feeling quite himself without realizing it because he's under the lights. And because you can hear, I love like what they did, you can hear the sound like of the buzz of the lights. I thought that was like a really nice touch.
I really want to pay my drill.
Is that what you're calling it now these days?
Yeah.
I love when Mike's in one doorway around the corner and
Gotta fondle my lug nuts.
and Chuck is in the other and he's just listening.
Gonna go polish my
Pressing the
ratchet.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
He's so cool. Can't we all be like Mike?
Wouldn't you make, like how Captain Picard, he loves the Mason Hill, like noir novels, Dixon Hill noir novels, and he makes the scenarios in the holodeck. Would you do something like that for Breaking Bad, like where you're in Tuco's like house, and you take you're
And you're trying to sex him
no,
up.
but you're Walter when he throws that full mite or whatever the hell it is down on the ground to make that explosion so he can escape. You remember that episode?
Thermite.
I wouldn't redo that stuff.
Thermite. Full
Mine
mite.
would involve women of all types of...
You'd be a Riker. You'd have Riker programs.
Yes, the Riker program.
Computer, run Riker program 83.Q. Oh, shit.
Thousands of holodeck
Access code.
porns.
I wonder how many weird alien ladies he gets it on with. Because do you remember the
so
episode
many.
where he gets addicted to the
He
game?
has so many interstellar STDs. It's not even
Interstellar STDs.
You know
Sorry,
what's
just-
interesting too about Next Generation is, like, there's a couple episodes where at some point it's like, are they who they actually think they are anymore? Because they pass through like time and space in certain scenarios where
Wasn't it that-
they may not even be themselves anymore.
Wasn't it
Like,
that
they
dumb
may not be the
episode-
same people we were watching at the beginning of the series.
Yeah, wasn't it that dumb episode where all the universes and parallel universes were colliding?
I don't know. I haven't seen that
Haven't
one.
seen
yet.
that one? I remember that was
If
kind of
there
like,
is, I haven't seen
that was
it
kind of
yet.
a dumb one. But they even like the new Star Trek, they did something similar to that.
The first movie is that there's a parallel
Yeah.
universe, and you have they talk to the others because there's a Romulan ship. It got sucked into some anomaly,
Yeah.
and it's like in a different time loop, and then it re-enters the one that we're in.
Na,
it's-
na, 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 na,
I like the first movie.
na, na, na. Yeah, it's good.
I haven't seen the third one, Beyond or something.
I haven't seen the
Beyond.
second or third
But
one.
Next Generation.
Yes.
That's where it's at.
Dum,
Oh,
bum,
but you
bum,
wouldn't
bum, bum,
do
bum.
something like that, like a Breaking Bad. I would do Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would fucking want to fight endless.
I'd be
orcs.
like, Mines of Moria.
I would do
Let's
wharf.
go.
I would do the wharf programs. Those are awesome. I would love that.
I
That's
would
like one of my
definitely be
dreams to do like
That's one of my dreams.
to do
Killing
like
things.
virtual.
What's your dream? I want to be
to
a
do,
billionaire
like,
and I want
virtual
to run
fighting
Worf's
like
training
that?
program in the holodeck.
I want to do like cool virtual fighting programs. That's what I
And
wanna
virtual
do.
fucking programs, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
you can
And
just
you
get,
know it's confirmed. Riker confirms that he
Yes.
jerks off in the holodeck
He does.
because
There's an episode with this
episode-
being
says, "Captain,
from
I
this
jerk
woman
off."
from this planet,
She's the
and
perfect
she,
woman.
Yeah, she knows what every
Right.
man wants.
Right, and she kisses him, but he can't.
and she
do it
can't
because-
help herself
right.
but make them attracted to her.
Right, and she kisses him, and he's like, "Oh God, I can't," because he's going to ruin this whole negotiation thing
Yeah.
because she's supposed
She's
to
a
be going
bartering
with this
chip.
other guy, right? So he's like, "Oh God," and then he's like, "I'm taking a break." Basically, he's like, breaking a bridge. I'll be in holodeck 3 because you don't see
walks
him
off,
walking away.
and he has an erection.
Yeah, you know he's got a fucking boner, and he's like kind of running to the holodeck.
Shuffling along.
Oh, I gotta get there quick. Where's Minuet? Minuet!
Yeah.
I got a fucking
Has
boner for you.
Jonathan
There is
Frakes
one-
ever
a
talked
bone
about
for Minuet.
Yeah, if anybody hasn't
And a
realized,
bone for me.
me and Dexter just have started binge watching Next Generation.
We
and
should,
haven't seen it before, and this has been the past couple of weeks. Anyway, there's one
We should have a
episode.
channel.
That's all they
Just- we
fucking
should
talk
have-
about in
there's-
text messaging.
The most
Well,
hilarious.
it's your problem then.
the first,
It is.
the-
I'm tempted to
join
say,
in.
hey, can't you just... Well, I don't remember half the things you're talking about.
Well, then watch and enjoy it with us.
but I saw them all already.
the first
What?
hilarious.
It has rewatch value.
The first hilarious Riker scene where I was like, "Huh?" was when
Trombone?
He's in his quarters.
That is funny. And a
He's in
bone
his
for
quarters
me.
relaxing with his feet up, and there's a little hologram, two little
Oh,
hologram
yeah.
women playing like classical instruments. And
It's like the size of
he's like
Princess
a little
Leia saying,
perv.
"Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're
yeah,
my only hope."
he's
You remember
a little mini hollow
playing
perv.
instruments?
Yeah,
they're not
he's-
even doing anything. He's just watching.
That's
them,
like
and then-
his foreplay for himself.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
Picard to number 1. Please come to the bridge.
Ah,
and then he's
damn
like,
it.
"Sorry, ladies.
yeah, we'll
I'll
have to
catch you
resume this
or
later.
something."
Yeah. What was
Fuck
he
is
about to
doing?
begin?
Now, see, I thought, was that a live stream? I think that was a live stream.
I think it's pre-recorded. I
That
think they
is-
bring a lot of
That
recordings
is weird.
of like past performances. Well, maybe there's a culture on a planet
What I
where they
wanna
do
know is
like
too-
classical music, but it's like kind of sexed up. It was just getting to the good part.
So what I want to know
Riker,
is,
likey.
have they mentioned baseball at all? Because they mention a lot of things. It's always 20th century Earth. They're as an obsession with 20th century
sophisticated.
Earth. He plays the trombone. Okay,
Horseback riding.
That's
and
true.
Wine making.
Oh man,
From the
When-
ancient West.
When Picard is horseback riding the
Fuck
ancient
you.
West.
Fuck
Well,
you.
love that
Counselor
episode,
Troy's
by the
dad
way.
used to tell her stories
a great
of the
episode,
ancient
too.
West.
It's not ancient.
I love
Ancient-
Counselor Troy trying to be like a Calamity Jane type with a
Yeah.
country accent. She's smoking that
I
little
liked her in that
cigarello.
episode actually.
Am I the only one that thinks Counselor Troy gets hotter with
I
every
liked her in that
episode?
episode.
No.
I liked her.
I
She
told
has
you.
a super.
We talked about this
like,
on Skype
super
for a
spray
long
tan,
time.
I think
Oh.
season 5.
Season
All of a
5
sudden,
or
it's
season
like,
6.
bang.
She shows up. Wow, tan Troy.
Yes,
She does not look good as a Romulan. I'll say that also.
that's true. Who does that?
No, but when Picard is wearing his riding pants,
Yes.
they leave very little to the imagination.
Oh my!
He is not wearing underpants underneath.
Oh my!
They are
Captain.
the pants are riding him, if you know what I mean.
Oh yes. Oh.
Wow. But I forgot something else I was going to say. Whatever. Anyway, show's fucking awesome. We should just have a podcast, or I'm sure there's 10,000 of them.
There's a
about
million
Next
Star Trek
Generation.
podcasts.
Oh my god.
Well, you gotta do it. I mean, maybe we had something new. We would just riff on it.
Well,
We'll watch the
it's not
episode.
like
and just
we're
talk
doing
about it.
anything new at this point.
All right. I mean, is there anything else you want to Better Call Saul?
Hey, did you guys want to talk about the lawyer lady?
She infuriated me.
Yes, but I was saying
She was rude.
We're talking about the court officer.
Is that why, Dexter?
Yes, boss.
I think she's a really nice
racist.
person because she even says like,
I
oh,
think she's a
I was talking to my husband about it, and it turns out he had a cousin where like the frequency of the choir boys in the
yeah.
church was
Oh,
bothering
now
her.
that is a shame.
And she's just a person who thinks she's doing the right thing, but she doesn't have all the details behind it. So it's infuriating when someone who's not really part of the thing going on.
Get it?
No, we're looking at it from Jimmy's perspective, so
Yeah.
of course she's a rude.
Like imagine
character.
like out of nowhere we get like a fourth member who just waltzes in.
starts condescending.
Yeah, and starts like telling us the way we should be doing things, and we're not doing it
And
right.
they're like, hey, I just had a tuna melt sandwich earlier. And we're like,
Open face.
what?
I just had a tuna melt wrap.
Oh, you just
Try
don't
my
get it.
Reuben taco. You want to try this?
I had a taco salad. What the fuck? Just open up a new door here, motherfucker.
Have a bite of my lasagna
A
sandwich.
burrito bowl.
My lasagna hot dog.
Burrito bowl.
Dexter's head explodes.
Burrito bowl.
What do you think of them, Dexter?
Well, it's just the ingredients that's in a burrito, but
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
the
with
wrap.
Is there such a thing as a sandwich bowl if there's a burrito bowl?
No, a burrito's not a sandwich, so no.
But why could a burrito be in bowl form, but a sandwich cannot?
I don't care. I don't know.
You
That's,
got a salad that has like
there's
wrapped up,
different laws that
wrapped up
apply
meats.
to burritos.
You know, they have like ham and mozzarella wrapped up in
It's
the
a
salad.
wrap.
No. I'm talking like if you get a salad, they'll
Oh.
put like deli meats wrapped up in it.
Yeah, that's like an anti.
That's kind of like a sandwich bowl. It's the ingredients of a sandwich in a thing.
Antipasto salad.
Yeah.
What does antipasto mean? I always thought it was like antipasta.
Yeah.
So it's not pasta. It's salad with cold
I
cuts.
hate those fucking salads with pasta in it. Pisses me off.
pasta salad.
Yeah, that's why I'm anti-pasta.
See, is pasta salad
I'm
salad,
not-
or does
honestly,
salad have
I'm
to
not-
have leafy
not too
greens?
big on pasta myself.
I'm not a pasta person at all. Not like Jingles. Jingles could
Jingles
eat nothing
turns
but
me
spaghetti.
off.
Jingles has a problem.
He's a
turns
spaghetti
me off
fiend.
to it.
I like angel hair pasta, and I like bow tie pasta. What? Right? Farfalla? Is that farfalla pasta?
Farfel?
Farfalla. But I only like pasta. I don't like tomato sauce. I like garlic and oil, or like a scampi. Or like
Why
a
does he
scampi
think we
sauce.
fucking give a shit about what are you talking about?
Are we talking about pasta? Now, is pasta salad
No.
salad? I brought this up before, but no one was listening. So I'll bring it up again.
Maybe it'll work this time. Yes.
Now, is pasta salad actual salad, or is what an actual salad is considered? Is that only something that has like leafy greens? Does
Alexa,
it have to have a
Define
leaf in it?
salad.
No, a salad is just a mixture of stuff.
Sorry,
You
I
think
don't
so?
know that one.
Yeah.
Alexa, define salad.
The word salad means food
wait.
mixtures either arranged on a plate or tossed and served with a moist dressing,
said
usually
greens?
consisting of or including greens.
It consists of anything, and it can include greens.
So wait, well wait.
It's
I
just
missed the beginning.
things
So-
put together that you mix
Like
up
a
is a
bean
salad.
salad.
So like tuna salad,
Yeah.
chicken salad,
Monkey salad.
And I don't think you can cook it.
but
Unless-
it can be made of cooked things.
Yes.
Like a meat salad.
Right. Here's your meat salad. It's just raw ground beef
Ever have a
with
tossed
ranch
salad?
dressing in it.
You ever have a tossed salad?
Well, I haven't seen your mom in that long.
Toss salad.
Burned.
Is that really all Better Call Saul?
Is a grilled cheese just a melt? A cheese melt? I like this food talk. I like this. I just want to do this. No, I think that's it for Saul.
Well,
I
what'd you think of
we-
the burger? Jimmy was eating the burger, remember? And they gives it to the guy. He says too much trans fats, and the guy's eating chips and holding the coffee in a weird way.
Yeah, that was weird. Wasn't his finger burning?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And how does that machine know to pour that exact amount of coffee in that cup?
It was exactly to the top. He sticks his index finger in it to like do a pincer kind of grab to carry the cup. And then when he lets go of the cup, his finger is dry. He doesn't lick his finger like, like wouldn't you lick the coffee that's there off your finger?
Redo it.
Redo. That's a redo. Oh, I'm Vince Gilligan. Redo it.
Okay.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gilligan.
Who's that? Banks?
All right.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gilligan. Wink.
Hop 2. I just want to say for the record that Howard is the whitest person that's ever lived, I think.
For the record.
Is the whitest man
Okay.
in terms of personality, right? Wouldn't you agree?
In terms of white stereotyping.
Yeah, like white, stereotypical white guy, I think. I think, like, yeah.
Are we offended by that?
I love
I
Howard.
don't really give a shit.
No, I don't care. I just think
I'm a little
think
offended.
he represents like kind of upper crust whiteness.
I think they're
Perfectly.
appropriating us. I think I might be triggered there.
You're triggered?
Yeah.
As a rich white male.
Yeah,
You're
who's a
you're
lawyer,
being triggered,
who helps
right.
mentally
Wears
disabled people.
finely knit suits.
All right.
Speaks like an android. Does Howard use contractions? Maybe he's an android like Data.
Ooh.
As you know, sir, I cannot use contractions.
I believe last season we did have a
As
discussion
lore,
as to whether or
lore
not Howard,
can use contractions.
Howard is an android. I think
Yes, we
talk
did
about
speculate upon that.
that. Forget what we concluded.
I thought it was interesting.
It was inconclusive. I think.
the episode when Data's mimicking the small talk of that commander. He is using transactions, but I'm assuming that's just because he's mimicking him.
Wait, mimicking what was the episode?
Transactions.
Transactions.
He's using contractions.
I
when
am a
he's-
banker.
Transactions.
No, he's using contractions when he's mimicking the guy's small talk.
What guy small talk?
The commander. Did you see that one?
Which commander?
The commander is like excellent at small talk. No, yeah.
Okay, I haven't
it's
seen
a great
that
episode.
All
It's
right,
awesome.
I can't wait to watch that. I liked Fistful of Datas.
Yes.
That was a great
Awesome.
episode.
Yes.
The Western one.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
what
we
she
alluded
was.
to that one before, but we didn't talk about Data's part in it.
Ancient West.
I like how Worf got really into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I see.
I like how he's trying to get out of it in the beginning.
Yeah, right. What was he trying to?
He's
Captain,
trying to get more work.
Please give me work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've said it all.
Let's watch Star Trek.
Yes.
Put on some Star Trek. I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter.
I'm boss.
Thanks for listening. Hopefully we distracted you from...
Engage. Oh,
Engage.
you beat me to it. Keep and listen to our other stuff. Make it so.
Suggestions?
Acknowledged.
I like
D&D's
I want to
good.
be captain. All you got to do is sit in a room and say, "All right, but you're in a pickle," and you got to go, "All right, everybody, what should we do?" And maybe we should do something confusing sounding with electronic parts. And then he just thinks about it and he goes, "Make it so." Done. And then he gets all the credit. Anything else?
That's it.
That-
Goodbye.
And I killed it.
Fairly well.
I killed it. You killed it.